card uses 2 paper packs from Jelly Bean Soup, the chicken and dumpling soup set, as well as the coconut lime soup set. These are the cutest little packs of paper. I love them. I'm going to flip through and let you see them. Today's card that I'm making is actually for my mother-in-law's Mother's Day. I kind of told you I would do that, so that's what we're going to do. Look how cute this paper is. The other pack, although I'm going to flip through it, there's some pages cut out so you don't get to see everything because it kind of goes so fast. But it's so cute. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a piece of paper from that set that looks like the Scrabble board, and I'm actually going to use my paper trimmer and cut between the strips where the letters are. And when I do that, you'll see that it leaves me with a really cute strip of Scrabble letters. I'm going to do that all the way across the page. Now what I'm doing is taking those strips and I'm cutting out the letters that I need to say Happy Mom's Day. I think that's really cute. Instead of Mother's Day, everybody does Mother's Day it seems like, so I'm going to do this. And I'm just taking those strips and looking for the letters that I need. And like on this one I have to cut one away to grab the letter underneath it. So I do that all the way through till I get the sentiment that I'm looking for. So these are the papers I'm going to use. This is that glitter paper in the background is going to be seen through these little cutouts. These are EK Success punches and they came in a set, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the flower punch, I'm going to line it up at the edge of the paper, so this is my first one to get me kind of in line, and then using the second flower in that same punch set, I'm going to take it and turn it facing me so I can see the punch, and then I'm going to just eyeball them separate from each other. I'm going to alternate the punches all the way down the page doing that so I can get kind of a border of cut out flowers. And behind that I'm going to put the glitter paper, and you'll be able to see that in a few minutes. It's just a little something to give it the look of glitter without actually having to use anything that I have to wait on to dry. And this is the last one. I ended up getting 6 on the page, which turned out really cute. And I'm saving those little flowers that are cutting out because we're going to use those for an embellishment later. So I'm going to bring the glitter paper in and let you see that behind it. So it'll be behind there and showing through. I decided to cut a piece of yellow paper. It's got a little wood grain to it to put the sentiment on. I just thought it needed something on top of the flowers because the flowers are so busy. So I'm going to adhere that down now. And there it is all adhered. I'm going to use that pick-me-up tool to help me in placing the sentiment. Now I place it a couple times before I get it where I want it. So I play with that. I move it up kind of high, move it down kind of low. But I do finally decide where I want it. But I love this tool. It makes things so much easier. See, moving it down, I think it needed to come out of the sky a little bit. Now I'm going to use some Zig two-way glue and pick each letter up, and you'll see this first one's kind of unwieldy because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I pick it up and I put it in my hand and put glue on it, and then I put it back down and adhere it, and that works, but that's going to take a while. So instead what I decide on that, see how I put it back on the tool, and it just takes a little while. So on the second letter you'll see that I kind of got my groove down and was able to get this going a lot easier. On the A, I just use the pick-me-up tool and I pick it up, turn it over, and I just kind of put my fingers on either side to hold it in place as I rub the glue on. And then when I finish, the letter stays on the pick-me-up tool. Much easier. Now using some kind of bubble wrap paper that comes in some of my stamp sets from Close to My Heart, I'm just placing those little flowers down, and using my stylus, I'm rubbing the centers of the flowers to give them a little dimension so they're not quite so flat for the card. Now that I've got them all kind of dimensioned, I'm using some little sequins and pearls that I get from the dollar section at Michael's. I'm using green sequins in the little rounded flowers, and on the petal flowers, I'm going to use little pink pearls. It takes me a second to get this pearl because it fights me a little bit with my tweezers, but I find that the tweezers are really a good way to get them to the middle where you want them. So I bring the little pearl over and stick it down, and I do that on every one of those little flowers to make them perfect for the card. Okay, so now all that's done. I'm going to go ahead here and put some dimensionals on the back of this paper. Now I'm using a lot of dimensionals here. I probably wouldn't normally use this many, but because I'm going to have it lifted up so you can see the separation between the cutout and the glitter, I really want some support. So I'm going to put dimensionals through the middle as well as all the way around. And on the edge, I'm probably going to use more than I should, but because that's where it's going to get, opened and closed, I want to make sure it was good and supported there so it doesn't flatten out when the recipient gets the card. So I'll peel these off and stick it down to the glitter paper. Now I bring the glitter paper in. I love this pink glitter. It's so pretty. And just lining up one edge, I'm going to stick that down. And you can start to see the glitter through just a little bit there. It looks really good. So now it's embellishment time. Okay, so I lied. Now it is scoreboard time. Pull out my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. This is an A2 size card, so I cut an 8 1/2 and 11 piece of cardstock in half to give me the card size I need. And that cardstock is just from Recollections from Michael's. I got it when they had it on sale. So that's what that is. And now we have the card scored. So I'm going to take the piece that we've been working on and go ahead and adhere that down before I put the flowers on it so that I'm not squishing the flowers when I'm rolling the adhesive on. And I want to show you that I'm going to put adhesive all the way around all the corners, and again, because of the weight of this card, I'm going to put it in the middle. That glitter paper tends to be pretty heavy, so I want to have a lot of adhesive to hold that. Just center that where we need it. I actually love the weight of that glitter paper. I think it makes a card feel so rich because it's so heavy. Probably harder to mail. I haven't tried to mail one. I just usually use the glitter paper when I'm delivering them. Now I'm going to put the flowers on, and I played around a lot with these flowers, and I cut a lot of this out because, guys, I played a lot. I could not decide what to do. I put them here, I put them around, I did all kinds of stuff with them, and they just didn't land where I wanted them. So I finally decided to try something different. And you'll see here what I did was line them down the side of the page, which I think turned out really cute. This is ultimately where I decide to put them. And I just glue them down. I actually put the same flower next to the same cutout. Then using some zig two-way, put it on the back. And actually adhere it to the line where the two papers meet, where the yellow meets the floral paper. That kind of helped me line them up. I think it turns out really cute. So now I'm sticking the last one down. So there they are all down the side. I think they look really cute like that. And I feel like I'm through, but then I start to look at the card and I think that yellow space needs a little something. And so off camera, I do this. I added a ribbon. I just slid it underneath the separation of the cardstocks where it's lifted with dimensionals and tied the bow. So there it is. That's my mother-in-law's Mother's Day card. I left the inside blank so I can write what I want to in there. And I just wanted to show you that I left it blank this time. So there it is. Happy Mother's Day, guys. Bye-bye.